And Lockpicking Lawyer has created a lot of controversy with one of his recent videos. I saw a lot of chatter about this after it was brought to my attention. He made a video, number 1318, picking my own car, Ford Explorer ST. The comment I received with the link was, Lockpicking Lawyer picked a lock in use with no disclaimers in order to sell more tools. I really think this video crosses a line and the picking community should be condemning it. The fact that he is making the tools widely available is also a concern. Sure, picks have been available forever, but Leashy is a step above in making it super simple to where regular criminals may well start bothering. No, it won't start the ignition, but theft from cars are going to start happening, and it's going to give Lock Sport a bad name. Just takes an article or two about how they learned and got their tools from Lockpick Lawyer, and suddenly people are talking about banning the hobby. Finally, while other people have certainly made videos doing worse things, other people don't have the audience of 3 million people, and as such, he should be held to a higher standard about what is acceptable to make a video on. And the video has made a big splash in the media. I have at least 6 articles, news articles here that reference that video. I will put some of those in the show notes. I watched the video and I took some notes and I have some thoughts. First, he shouldn't be picking a lock in use on camera without some sort of disclaimer. He's encouraging bad behavior to an audience that doesn't know any better. They're not lock sporters. They're not locksmiths, most of them. So really shouldn't be picking a lock in use, but definitely shouldn't be doing that without a disclaimer. I know he's a talented and experienced picker, and it's unlikely that he would damage his lock in the process. However, many of his viewers, like I said, are novices and probably don't even know there are risks. Just ask the guy who picked his neighbor's lock in the story I shared last week. Some people don't have common sense to think about what they're doing before they do it. At very least, a disclaimer would have been nice. However, I don't have a problem with him simply demonstrating the leashy itself if the lock is not in use. That has already been done on many YouTube channels, and if we aren't prepared to criticize all of them, I don't think we have a right to criticize him on that point. And if you're saying he shouldn't be selling leashies, that's similar to saying that pick manufacturers shouldn't sell anyone picks except locksmiths. If your argument is that it makes it so much easier, then what about the Silver Bullet and other high-end DD picks? They take a lot of the work out of picking some of those difficult locks. If you don't have to create your own tools, a big part of the burden is already taken care of. You know, there are several other companies selling leashies online. He's not the only one. Are we really willing to start asking for the sale of tools to be restricted? If we do start down that road, where do we draw the line and who gets to make that decision? Do we ban leashies, Silver Bullets, everything except simple picks? Or do we start requiring hobbyists to make all of their own tools, including simple picks? And the other part of that is leashies are specialized to the kiwi they are made for, and while not super expensive, they are more than the cost of cheap pick sets that most criminals seem to be arrested with, at least by all the lockpicking criminal stories that I read every week. A sophisticated criminal will be able to get any tool he needs to access the vehicles he's targeting, and would do so even if the lockpicking lawyer weren't selling them. Your typical drug addict type criminal won't spend the money to start with a set of leashies to break into all the different vehicles that they want to target, especially if a good rock will do the trick. So we're worried about the small percentage of people somewhere in between there. I'm not sure they really want to spend money for a bunch of different leashies either, but I could be wrong. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Lockpicking Lawyers video, and I will leave it at that and let the rest of the community reach their own decisions.